Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm just making a quick announcement to open up our event by starting with a little bit of appetizers, since we cut into your lunch / like early supper time or dinner. We have soup, sambusa, and I don't know if the smoothies are ready, or anything that you want as an appetizer before your main meal. You can also use this time to mingle, meet somebody in the room that you do not know. And also what you can do, I think the last thing is not spill the soup on the table. I'm just joking. But anyways, welcome, and our event has officially started, and then we're going to get to the rest of the program as soon as you guys have some food in your belly. So please line up, it's self-serve. The soup dishes are going to be with habrir, and yeah, there's appetizers, there's tea. Some people need tea right in the beginning, like I did, so go ahead. Welcome, my name is Habib, I'll be your master of ceremonies today. Welcome. So my name again is Habiba Ahmed Ali, Magan Farah Hussein Shurua Warfa. That's actually my name. In our culture, we can trace our names based on our grandfather's first names, for those of you who didn't know. So that's what I just did. I did it really quickly, because if I went a little bit further, some people can figure out what region I'm from and who our Garads and Ugases and etc. are. So that's why I stopped where I did. But when I was young, I was taught by my father my last name and all my ancestral grandfather's names. So that's just a side note. I'm very proud to be here today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh is the greeting of peace amongst Muslims, as we predominantly identify as Muslims, as Somalis. And I want to remind everyone the importance of peace. Peace and blessings upon you all. I want to also give thanks and acknowledge to the lands that we are on. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we are gathered here today on the unceded and unsurrendered ancestral territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe people. For thousands of years, the Algonquin Anishinaabe have lived on, cared for, and stewarded this land. We honor their enduring relationship to this territory, and we express our gratitude for the opportunity to come together, learn, celebrate, and build with one another. It is an honor and a joy to welcome you all to our Somali Cultural Center and Museum's Khayrhaye Center's Gala. This gathering is more than an event. It's a celebration of who we are, where we come from, and the beauty that we carry in our stories, our heritage, and in our hearts. I want to take a moment to express how deeply proud I am of my brother Khayrhaye and his mother Kaltoun, who have gathered us here tonight. Their presence reflects the strength of our community, one that honors its roots and carries its culture forward with dignity and pride. Thank you for showing up, for representing our lineages and our culture so beautifully, and allowing us to be part of this, even though during this time we see what's going on in the news about Somali people, Somali culture. We are here to say and to stand for the acknowledgement that that's not us. Who was that guy who said, they not like us? Who was that? What was his name? Kendrick Lamar. Donald's messing with the wrong community. That's all I got to say. Tonight, as you walk through our displays, you'll see the richness of our heritage, our beautiful artifacts, our traditional crafts, our vibrant textiles. This is handmade. This backdrop is it's like a kabed, right? Habib, but a big one. It's a big kabed. All of this stuff, handmade, that you guys see, mashallah. But also with our fellow Canadians, other immigrants, and people who were born here, we come together today to highlight our similarities, to exchange stories, to learn from each other, and to celebrate the diversity that makes this country so extraordinary. Our culture is one of resilience, generosity, humor, and deep family bonds. And when we share it openly, we create bridges. In Somali, the word for bridge is bunda. So bridges of understanding, bridges of pride, and bridges of respect. So I want to thank all of you on behalf of the entire Khayrhaye community for supporting this cultural and museum and for helping us preserve and share the beauty of Somali heritage. May today be filled with joy, connection, and wonderful memories. Mahad Senid, which means thank you in Somali. And now I think we're going to go and get right into things. Are you guys ready? It's too quiet. Can you make some noise? Artists, we thrive in noise. So I'd like to welcome Abdi Fattah Hassan Muhammad to come recite Quran for us. Jazakallahu khair.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم كلا إذا بلغت التراقي وقيل من راق وظن أنه الفراق والتفت الساق بالساق إلى ربك يومئذ المساق فلا صدق ولا سلى ولكن كذب وتولى ثم ذهب إلى أهله يتمطى أولى لك فأولى ثم أولى لك فأولى أيحسب الإنسان أن يترك سدى ألم يكن نطفة من مني يمنى ثم كان علقة فخلق فسوى فجعل منه الزوجين الذكر والأنثى أليس ذلك بقادر على أن يحيي الموتى صدق الله العظيم وحاجة على سنة ولا ريال عن حوا كلمة ير محاضرة يدحق اليوم كلمة دا سوكو سابسان الله كبغى إله سبحانه وتعالى وحيري soo ka hadlaya baqdinta waxaan jeclahay maadaama aan Soomaali nahay inaan af Soomaaliga aan ku hadlo raaliga hada maadaama dadku markaa Ingiriisi ku hadleen yara laha Ilaahay subhanahu wa ta'ala wuxuu yiri yaa ayuha alladhina amanu taqullaha haqqa tuqatihi wa la tamutunna illa wa antum muslimun ku Ilaahay rasuulkiisa rumeeyo ha dhimanina illa idinkoo muslimiina mooyee Nabiga sallallahu rabbi wa salaamu alayhi وحير اتقوا الله حيثما كنت واتبع السيئة الحسنة تمحها وخالق الناس بخلق حسن أو كما قال صلوات ربي وسلامه عليه نبي صلوات ربي وسلامه عليه وحير إلهي كبقى ميكستو أجوكتان حديث حوان إني كدع لنا وناك راعية تمحوها ويتترسها ذاتكنا وحا كلا دقنتا وخالق الناس بخلق حسن ذاتكنا وحا كلا دقنتا تبعاد وناكسن سيدا جعشين لغو دقن ذاك ودقنت الله سبحانه وتعالى كبقنتيس إله سبحانه وتعالى ومن يتق الله يجعل له مخرجا ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب نك إله سبحانه وتعالى كبها ومن يتق الله يجعل له مخرجا إله مخرج بوفريا الدون كنلوشيسا يا آخر نلوشيده يا وناقيده يا الله سبحانه وتعالى رضاها شيء لها شيسا قفك أدوك وكسب كراه لا والله هذا عند المسلمين هنا خاصة عند الصوماليين هنا كوميونيتي هنا إله سبحانه وتعالى وحين ودين يا رالي هاشيسا يه اسكتوا بني اسكتوا بنتهين واي برشتبك اسكتوا بنتها هاي وحويان وحوين بيقبس كران لكن لكن الاسكال اللي حيو حويا وحين نقنسا وحوين ده فركري فول مرقو marka dadkii qofkii Soomaaliya xalfad qaba ama hawayaan hawl ku jira foundation waxa doonta haato oo khayriya ama dad caawinayo waxa la rabaa inaan garab siino walaalayaal haddaan isku duubanaano nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wuxuu ka sheekeeyay dadka muslimiinta wuxuu ku tilmaamay sida dhismaha kale dhismahaas nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wuxuu kalbunyan sida waxa tiin dhismaha kale dhista waayo gurigan wuxuu ka kooban yahay carro iyo alwaax iyo shamiid iyo inta haddii mid kamid ah la waayo masbar mid kamid hadii la waado ma taagna karo marka saas oo kale sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ka cabiray waayo hadii mid kamid ah la waayo dabeel baa ka soo galaysa ولا تنازعوا فتفشلوا وتذهب ريحكم هذا حواه أمرنتان أو سجدان أو كقبتان حواه أوديني يا مدني ويبحثه إله سبحانه وتعالى واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا ولا تفرقوا حرق على دمانتين قبصتها كلا تفرارقنا أو كلا تجينا وحاجة دارنا ولا ليال ما دام أنا ما أنت أورسان كسر قريب جاي حلفد صد صوم عليه ديجانا يان فس مركي جورس ويه دردارن كاسبان جعل إنا نسيو إلهي سبحانه وتعالى كوي انتفاعه وإلهي نورها الله سبحانه وتعالى يعني السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته يقرأ اللي هذا
My first speaker I have the pleasure of welcoming is our dear brother Rawlson King. You know, in Somali, the word king is baqar. Baqar means king. Ilahi kasako, Allah aside. A king is someone who's a leader, someone who displays amazing attributes, as we know. I want to tell you guys a little bit about Rawlson. Hold on one second. Today, he'll be speaking about the importance of community and culture. Rawlson King is Ottawa's first Black councillor. Can we have a round of applause for that? He was elected in 2019 to represent Rideau Rockcliffe. He chairs the Built Heritage Committee and leads council's anti-racism initiatives. Having helped create the city's anti-racism office, a longtime community leader and former tech professional, he is recognized for his work on social justice and housing, earning awards including the King Charles III Coronation Medal. King is a Carleton University graduate and a scholarship donor and has lived in Overbrook since 2004. Please welcome with me, Rawlson King.
Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, I think we can do better than that. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Awesome. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we are gathered, so I'd be remiss if I didn't do that as well, that we are gathered on the unceded and unsurrendered territory of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe Nation. The Algonquin peoples have lived on this land since time immemorial, and their culture and presence have nurtured and continue to nurture this place. We honor their past, present, and future contributions to this land. It is truly an honor to be here, even if it's briefly, unfortunately, celebrating with you the Somali Cultural Museum Center, which is amazing. Because it just felt like yesterday that the center opened its doors. And when I think about what makes Rideau Rockcliffe Ward special, because this hub is in the ward. I think about places like this center and the incredible people who bring them to life. So I want to also thank Kaltoun and Khayrhaye for their vision, 6 years in the making, which has given us something remarkable. Canada's first cultural museum dedicated to preserving and sharing Somali heritage. And I think that that's something to applaud. That achievement alone speaks volumes about the strength and determination within our community. It also says something to your point as well about Canada. When we see south of the border rampant populist right-wing rhetoric about kicking people out, we here in Canada are about inclusion. We are about bringing people together. And I think that this center does that. So when I got the invitation to come to the center, I said yes, because I know the great work that you're undertaking. This is why I'm really proud that the City of Ottawa has been supportive of the center through its cultural funding programs. And I want to take a moment to highlight just how important these investments are. Through the city's Heritage Funding Program, we support organizations and individuals working to preserve Ottawa's distinct as well as diverse history and diverse heritage through education, research, documentation, and conservation. This program recognizes that heritage isn't just about buildings and artifacts. It's about the living traditions, the knowledge keepers, and the community elders who carry forward the stories, who define who we are. The city's art funding program has similarly supported the creation, production, and presentation of cultural expression across our city, helping organizations like the Center bring their programming to life. And through our Cultural Facilities Major Grant Program, we invest in the physical spaces that house our cultural treasures, supporting renovation, construction, and restoration projects that ensure our cultural institutions have the infrastructure they need to continue to support and serve our community for generations to come. These aren't just grants on paper. These are investments in the fabric of our community, in the stories that connect us, in the spaces where we come together to learn, celebrate, and grow. Speaking of spaces, I cannot overstate the importance of community hubs like this one, the Rideau Community Hub, where the center makes its home. The Rideau Hub has become a vital anchor in our ward, a place where services, programs, and cultural organizations converge to serve our diverse community. It's where employment services meet wellness programming, where dental screenings happen alongside cultural celebrations like this one, where our youth connect with opportunities and our seniors find support. Community spaces like the Rideau Hub are the beating heart of healthy neighborhoods. They're where isolation gives way to connection, where newcomers find their footing, and where cultural traditions are passed from one generation to the next. Isn't it fitting that the Somali Cultural Museum Center has found its home here? And I think this really speaks to the hub's role as a genuine gathering place for all. During my time serving Rideau Rockcliffe, we've worked together to advance several important milestones. We strengthened our commitment to equity and inclusion, ensuring that anti-racism initiatives and an anti-racism strategy and an anti-racism office is woven into the fabric of city governance. We fought for investments in affordable housing, recognizing that stable homes are the foundation of thriving communities. But perhaps most importantly, we've worked to ensure that every resident, regardless of their background, feels seen, heard, and valued. And that's why institutions like this center makes that possible. Inside these walls, basically, young Somali Canadians can discover the richness of their heritage. But I think, more importantly, all Canadians can. They can all take that opportunity here. And that's so important. It's so important because the center acts as a window into a culture that is both ancient and vibrantly alive. And that is what culture really does. It bridges, it teaches, it preserves, and it welcomes. Rideau Rockcliffe has always been a ward where diversity is our strength. We're home to dozens of communities, each bringing their own traditions, languages, and stories to the beautiful mosaic that is Ottawa and that is Canada. This center exemplifies what happens when we create a space for those stories to be told, celebrated, and shared. As we look to the future, I want to commit to continuing this partnership. Ideally, the City of Ottawa will continue to support cultural institutions that enrich our community, preserve our cultural heritage and our collective heritage, and builds bridges of understanding across differences. I want you to know that your work matters, your stories matter, and we will continue to stand with you, especially in perilous times when we have the leader of the so-called free world challenging others. And that's not who we are as Canadians. That's not who we are as Ottawa residents. We will continue to welcome you. So I really want, from the bottom of my heart, to say thank you to the center, to say thank you to everyone who's poured their hearts into making this center a reality. I want to thank all of you who have shown your support by being here tonight, your support for this institution, through your attendance tonight, through your volunteerism, through your donations, and through spreading the word about this remarkable place. Let's continue to build a Rideau Rockcliffe and an Ottawa where every community has the space and the support to thrive. And let's continue to build an Ottawa that is inclusive, that demonstrates that you are welcome here. Because I know that, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, being a Black Canadian as well, I might not observe Somali time, but I observe Caribbean time, somewhat similar. But what I can say is we are always laboring on a path of improvement. And of course, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, we thought things were improving. There were always challenges for our communities. That's unfortunately, we share the challenges of perseverance. But seeing discrimination so bluntly south of the border really reifies the fact that we have to work harder here in Canada, in Ottawa, to ensure that we maintain the inclusiveness that defines our community. And I want to applaud the center because they were doing that before these challenges were absolutely apparent. So once again, thank you so much for inviting me. On behalf of Mayor Mark Sutcliffe and Council, I want to thank you for the work that you're doing in the center and for the work that the community is doing to support the center. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rawlson. Rawlson King, everybody, give him another round of applause. I just want to briefly thank our sponsors today. I want to thank the Changemaker Hub, made with Sankofa, the beautiful smoothies, amazing, good for you in the back. I want you guys to try them, delicious. I've tried them, they're amazing. I actually need them as more in my diet, actually. Creme Deluxe, the dessert. Expressions by me, Mariam El-Chama, the Somali Center for Family Services, Suradwe, and again, the City of Ottawa. Thank you so much. Just to have a little fun right off the bat, if you guys can just look at your raffle tickets, your blue tickets. We're going to draw 2 right now. Who doesn't like to win something? So it doesn't even matter if I see what it is, because I don't know what y'all got. So I'm going to read the first number. You guys ready? No? You need another 2 minutes? You guys need 2 minutes? La ilaha illallah. Find it. It's blue like this in case you forgot. I know these are hard times. Donald's stressing everybody out. That was for you, Malik. Malik laughs at everything I say. Okay, ready? 993175.
Get out.
You know, come up here, Asli. And you know what? You get to pick what it is you want. Don't show and don't tell.
Okay.
Just read.
Oh, I get to
You
pick?
get to pick, yes.
Oh, sick.
That's about it. It's a freedom of choice. We're in Canada. We're not in America.
Ooh. Oh, they're all so good.
MashaAllah. Don't worry. There's one more. If you lost this time, you might be a winner soon. But you're all winners in life.
You know what?
You got it? Everybody give a round of applause to Asli. I know that really means she never wins these things. That was what that was about, right? I never win these things. That's why. I know. When you said, what? You were shocked. Okay, another one. You guys ready? Another one. In the words of DJ Khaled. Ready? You guys can laugh at my jokes. I'm practicing for stand-up. 993173. Malik, why'd you move your hand? I thought you won. Who is it? Oh my God. I know this gentleman's name, Farah. It's my Awoa's name. Farah, you get to choose what it is you want. Congratulations, Hava. Farah is also single. Look, I'm just joking. I played too much, Hava. I played too much. You got it? It's so nice to see you, Abdirahman. Thank you, guys. Are we having fun? We need more noise. Allahumma barak. So we're going to have a little bit of a cultural dance for you guys because we are Khayrhaye Community Culture Museum Center. Everything from amazing speakers to prolific, amazing cultural dancers. We have the Asal group, if you want to pull that up. You guys can read their bio. I know them personally. It's not easy to be Asal. Does anyone know what Asal means? The original, the authentic, kind of like Asli. There we go. I always wanted to be named Asli, but they named me Habiba, which means love, and I love love. Ayan knows that. She always gets so mad when I put her on the spot. Okay, ready?
Nahelo yello yelle lahayoy warhobali kalan kalena haye Nahelo yello yelle lahayoy warhobali kalan kalena haye Bishari wa arus barkhalo badari khair lakawsade baridi reer bahnana loho boho bay barka la fidiye bishani dalatu shinki basamo warbalu yawiyar me barade Allah baradu da barakeyo
sida huwa damu hoy nafta udu gale hoy ifka gala wadiyo hoy oxygen ura hoy dadkiyo arligu hoy ade ku qaba hoy dadku wada aman hoy waa ugasi marniga hoy doctor loa eyo hoy weeyima ave hoy PhD bu afmeere qoyansan yama joogay jamashada naftee lagu jeel baxay jubbaland jacayl baanu ku qabnaa jiritaankii dalkiyo jidku horumarkay jamiicii qalbigu u jahaystay jamashada naftee lagu jeel baxay jubbaland jacayl baanu ku qabnaa jiritaankii dalkiyo jidkii horumarkay jamiicii qalbigu u jahaystay jamashada naftee lagu jeel baxay jubbaland jacayl baanu ku qabnaa jamashada naftee lagu jeel baxay jubbaland jacayl baanu ku qabnaa jamashada naftee lagu jeel baxay jubbaland jacayl baanu ku qabnaa jubbaland jubbaland jacayl baanu ku
Hele 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 waya oya ba hele hele wa hele 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 waya oya ba hele hele wa Banadiriyo hamariyo bondere iyo balcadi berihi afkoya iyo alowya bidhansada bay biloya ku dhaxabakol barawaha bogaxiga baladu ay tacanka iyo bulaaburdiya balday mataba Banadiriyo hamariyo bondere iyo balcadi berihi afkoya iyo alowya bidhansada bay biloya ku dhaxabakol barawaha bogaxiga baladu ay tacanka iyo bulaaburdiya balday mataba Gobile Obaygi chamamayo Uale kismayo Bartugelu daqayo Bardero lo bogayo Gedo bale heda iyo Balad hawa iyo lugo Baydaba bartan keda iyo Bardalo baxadwi Insoriyo burakabo Markanu baqolo
dhaxyaray biilanay asalay dhaladayhile hidiya dhaqankii boqorkiya dhaclihile darkii waad sidataa dhaxalkii aan lahaynhile ku dhammaystirana hele
qarniga maharag nasab quruxdan loo wada nool maanan arag nuura iyo najiib nooc lamida ma arag
halgamacanayo soorey
hedha sooley sooley hedha sooley hal aboor gabyaba waa laga hagaadhay halyayadii daraawiishe lagu hirtiyo hooyadii geesiyadahayd dalee dhashay halgamacaanahiyo sooley hedha sooley sooley hedha sooley aboor gabyaba waa laga hagaadhay
We needed more energy from the audience. The girls were impeccable. Can I have a round of applause? Allah Otto is so conservative. Meshan was so, you guys need just a boost. Go have some Sankofa. Just a boost you guys need. Now, on to our next speaker. I'm going to read his bio, and then I have a little bit to add. Our next speaker is Omar Ugas. He will be speaking about culture and mental well-being. Omar Ugas is a mental health professional at the Canadian Mental Health Association, the Ottawa branch, with decades of experience in helping people to help themselves in all walks of life. Previously, Omar Ugas worked as a child protection social worker at Children's Aid Society. He was a youth worker at the Youth Services Bureau, and he was with OCISO and at Pinecrest Community Health Center. Services as a mental health case manager. That's when I met him. Omar Ugas holds Bachelor of Social Work at McGill University, a Master's of Social Work at Carleton University, and 2 certificates of leadership and program evaluation from the University of Ottawa. What I wanted to add about Omar Ugas is in 2006, when I first started working at Pinecrest Queensway Community Health Center, I saw him at my work. When they say that representation is key, sometimes people just say that. But when you see a man who's well above his 40s at the time, I'm not aging you, because I'm 40 now, 40-something. So when you see a man who could potentially be your uncle or your father in a role of mental health advocacy, when you come from a community that 20, 30 years ago was unable to utter that we struggle with mental health issues. Now we're doing so well. I will not put my community down. I'm so proud of the work that we've done. Omar Ugas, you have been one of the pillars that has allowed me to look at somebody from my community that this work is not only essential, but it's critical for our foundation and our legacy here in this country. Welcome, and please come to the front. We'd love to hear what you have to say.
Thank you very much. Folklore dance. That is really a mental health well-being. You know, bringing all the cultures together, that's amazing. Yeah, all Somali culture, everywhere where they play. They play here, they play there. I didn't know that you could have something like that. Why you didn't tell me that? I wanted to bring more people. I wanted when I saw it. So why don't you bring your family even? I say, thank you very much anyway. And as we say, well, culture gives us a lot of things that how we can think, how we feel, what we value, what we don't value, what we make important. And that's the mental health also. If you make important something, it's important for you. But if we think negatively, that's what they say, you know, yes, you can, it's imminent that we think sometimes, we don't always think positively. But it's good that you understand that what you are doing is not sometimes positive. What you are doing is sometimes is not the truth. What you are doing is not sometimes what the norms are, accepting. It is acceptable or it's not acceptable. So, for instance, if I am behaving something that's against the law, and I think it's right, then I have to think of that. Otherwise, it could take me to do something that's not good or that's against the laws or the morality. And that is what mental health is mostly about. In general, they say, for example, human beings have different cultures, different explanations for emotional distress. Some of them see mental health through spiritual. I want the Quran only, for instance. I wanted the Sheikh only. It's okay, but sometimes if that can't help you, then you need to see other avenues, okay, other ways. Some cultures, they use medicine, they use psychotherapy, they see the doctors. So it's not app, and it's not, the other side. I'm not saying both are not good. It's good, but still we have to get help. If I can't get help this side, it's okay to explore the other side. See which one or what works for me. If this didn't work for me, this might work for me. So we try. But if you say, okay, mental health, because of the stigma, mental health, if you have a mental health, you are not good. You are against the Quran or the religion. No, I don't think so. I'm not saying I'm telling the truth, but I think, because based on my experience, I have seen that the Quran works for some people, or Quran leads you to get the proper proper way, the best way to get help. So it's okay, but it's not also okay to close all the other doors. I pray Allah, I will pray the Salat, but I also pray Allah to show me the right path. The right path that could be the doctors, the medication, okay, the psychotherapy, the talk therapy. Now, I know that the reason why I'm saying, because I have seen some people were not comfortable or are not comfortable to talk even the mental health. I have seen some people who think it's shameful. I met other people who say that, okay, I'm mentally ill, but it's okay. I need help, just like I need the physical illness. There is no difference. Both are from Allah or from our nafs, whatever we can say. But still, both of it, whether it's physical illness or whether it's mental illness, it's the same. We need help, and we have to seek help. Yes, some of us are afraid to seek help when it's mental health. I have seen that. But that's not the right way. What we can do is, yes, there could be a question, how can you help when the person is not in a state or that he or she can get the help that she needs? I don't know. I can't say all the answers. I can't say. But what I can say is, based on my experience, we try to establish trust between the professionals and the people. If the person, we have seen that people don't trust us for a time. It takes time. The engagement takes time. They don't trust us as a professionals, but we still show them that we are there for them. We show our empathy to them, towards. We show that we are not saying, okay, you don't need help. Yes, we can't help people unless they show readiness. But still you have to be there. If there is no possibility, other possibility, which could be the last resort, then there is what we use. We use Form 2. We go to the Justice of Peace. You know Mahmoud Ilmi? Mahmoud Ilmi is the judge who is now the...
Amun is his wife. She's here.
Where is he?
Amun is his wife.
Amun, okay. Great. So you can feel, if you are a professional or the parent or the brother, or you can feel Form 2. The Form 2 then will help you. By the way, you have to tell the truth, that he or she is hurting or in danger her self or the other people. She could be in danger if she doesn't know it's cold and she is without protection. She is around everywhere in the winter, or sleeping in the winter, or doesn't know how to manage her life. So when they will make you sign, then you will take it to the nearest police station. That's the last resort. And then they will ask you more description about the person, where the address is, what place that you think they are, where they visit normally, where they are, or he or she. And then they have that paper will give the police 7 days to get him or her to the hospital. Okay. The doctors have also their own forms. Some of the doctors, they say, no, he's okay. We have seen that. She's okay. Some of the doctors, they try to keep the person in the hospital and give them medication needed. And when the person becomes stable, then it's the time for psychotherapy. When the person is not stable, you can't give psychotherapy, you can't give talk therapy, you can't give counseling. Now, what I'm here is two things. One is to share you with my experience, and one to discuss with you about the awareness that most of you know, the awareness needed. For example, if the person is in a depression situation manner, they say that person is thinking about the past. He's more focused, or she is more focused in her past, something that had happened in the past time, in her past time or his past. If the person is anxious, anxiety, they say that person is thinking about the future. There is a fear about the future, what it will be, how that will be, what can I do that? This is not something that I can hold or handle. If the person is at peace, like we are now, that person is in the present. Are you thinking anything now? Are you any afraid or any fear now? No, because you are in the present time. So they always, according to the mental health professionals, they advise that you are in the present. Be a present, not in the past. You don't know. Yesterday is gone, okay? It's not coming back. Tomorrow, it's not yet. Now is now. Now or never, they say sometimes. Now is the time that we have to think. In the hadith, you know that hadith, I'm not a good scholar, but there is a hadith that says, if the person has something to eat today, and is safe, and has a home, that's what they talked, shelter, food, shelter, and security. If you have, then the whole world is for you. Don't think about tomorrow. Now you are good. So think about now. The other thing is the khawf. The yesterday's problems, what would cause the depression, and the future problems that we are thinking would cause the anxiety. There is also I'm not a scholar, but it was about something like إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة أن لا تحزنوا أن لا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا. So this khawf means, for instance, if we are Islam, we are thinking what we did in the past sometimes. And because in Akhirah, that past will be accounted. But if you are one of the إن الذين آمنوا لا تخافوا لا تخافوا. And it's very easy for Islam, for instance, that you repent, tawbah, make a tawbah. And the future also, if we are thinking of the future, what would I be in the hell or in the Jannah? That is, the ayah tells, وَلَا تَحْزُنُوا. So what I'm here, what the connection here is, if you are a Muslim, you have a hope. Always there is a hope. Allah gave us a chance to repent, and gave us, you have also a chance to make your future good and not cut out of the circle of Islam, of the Muslim. Now, there is another thing that I saw based on my experience. We don't share our problems. We keep quiet because of the stigma. We are silent. And that silence makes us become alone, makes us delay the cure or the care that we needed. That is also, there's an ayah, if you remember, when Allah wanted to told the Malaika that He wanted to create Adam, the Malaika asked him. They asked him, "Oh Allah, do you want those people to make the country, the earth, to hurt the earth and the people and to make blood everywhere?" And he said, "Inni a'lamu ma la ta'lamun." Then Allah explains to the Malaika. However, the Iblis, the devil who was there, he didn't ask anything. He didn't share what he has in mind, and he just had his own decision. And you remember what you can understand now, the difference between the two decisions. The Malaika shared it, and they got what they want. They didn't decide alone. And the devil decided alone. That means we can take from there, we can get, or we can have an understanding that if we share, it's solved. It's problem shared, problem solved. If you don't share, we probably may get a bad decision. Right. So what I would conclude is, please let us share our problems with those we love, those we trust, those whether they are parents, whether they are brothers, whether they are sisters, whether they are teachers, social workers, whoever there you think can help, share please with your problems. That is what can I say, and I want to conclude. Thank you very much.
Jazakallah khair, Adar Omar Ugas. It was an honor to hear from you and all your experiences. I wish for the people who weren't here before, I think the young girls missed it. It's really important to see people who look like you, who could be your parents, or much respected elders in our community, acknowledge and speak on mental health issues. That's how early that I was able to witness that Omar Ugas advocate and be about that. I also want to mention, and for the young people, for you to listen, the importance of Tawbah. If you feel like you've made mistakes in your life, if you feel like that's what the beauty of Islam has served for me as somebody who's 40 plus, is just knowing you can always ask Allah for forgiveness, and that relationship is between you and Allah. And actually, it does really improve your mental health to know that not only can you ask Allah for forgiveness, but you can also ask others for forgiveness. And I think as a community, the true reconciliation comes from reconciling with our own selves first, and Allah will always be there to forgive us. And then the next speaker, all jokes aside, is another prominent figure in our community. You know, there's a Somali proverb that says, "Wayel waquf anisiyal yelin." You can't fake wisdom, you can't fake knowledge. It's something that comes with time. I want to talk about our next speaker, Adar Suleiman Walhad. He's going to talk about the importance of persistence, resilience, and pride. Dr. Suleiman Walhad is the founder and president of Horn of Africa States and the conceptualizer and founder of Amud University. Every time I read that, I get goosebumps because my brother was like 14 this is over 20 years ago. And he went to Amud University. He got to see what that looks like by just visiting with forgot her name, Amina Ibrahim's mom and a lot of other people. So he serves as head of commercial banking at the BMP and the head of Islamic banking at TEC, OBU, both of Bahrain, and as the CEO of Dahabshil Bank International. Dr. Walhad is an author of several books and a writer of many articles published in major international magazines. I had the privilege of meeting him last year. He is a wonderful addition and essential part of our community. Please welcome Dr. Walhad.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We should let us get excited a little bit. She said a lot of good things about me. I hope I could be better than that. I'm still working hard to be better and good. I cannot be like Omar Ugas, but I will borrow a few things of what he just said. He said that time, there is the past, there's the present, and there's the future. We are talking about the past. That's what the museum is all about. It presents what our people used to do in the past, how they managed their lives, how they made their implements, their homes, their food, how they lived, basically. And that's what many people today do not know. We must thank the organizers of this gala, the organizers of, or the founders of Khayrhaye Museum for having worked so hard, at least for 6 years, to implement a project about how Somalis lived in the past. They did very well. We are now in the 3rd anniversary of the establishment of this museum. We must feel pride, we must be proud of what they did. Thank you very much, Dr. We have a beautiful culture. We have a beautiful history. It is not something new. We don't all know about it. There is research going on, but we are older than many people think. we are much, much older. Maybe 10,000 years we have been in the Horn of Africa. How we came, we don't know. But we happen to have been there for so long a time as traders, as seafarers, as pastoralists, as agriculturalists. We tamed the camel. We tamed some donkeys. We tamed cattle that was there. We tamed the goats and the sheep that's there. The Somali sheep, which is black-headed, cannot live anywhere else except in that place. They tried to breed it everywhere, but it could not survive anywhere beyond the Horn of Africa. It lives there. Why? We do not know. But research is going on. Where we come from, how we came there is unknown. The museum is part of that process. It's not the only museum in Canada. There is one in Toronto. There's one in Edmonton. There are others in various parts of the world. They are all trying to gather information. But we must be very pleased and happy that at least some people are working on collecting that information and showing it to us. We didn't know that we had so many colors. Look at this. We have so many colors. And then I was reading the other day a poem by Sayyid Muhammad al-Hassan, and he was talking about the colors of horses that we used to ride. And there were thousands and thousands. I cannot imagine the number of colors that guy was talking about. I cannot remember them. So it's a history that needs to be collected. We should all be part of it a little bit and provide, at least participate as you have done, and we must be proud of you for having come here as well. It's part of the process. If you all don't support, then we don't do much to our life systems. Our life system is improving, it's evolving. We have come all the way to Canada. We are in the United States. Actually, we live in 145 countries of the world's 193 countries. And they are all successful. Successful in the sense that they still live as communities, they work together, they are still united. Inside our country, we still have these clans and all that stuff that is part of our life system. But we live beyond that. And that's what most people do not understand. We have a home, back home, which is still available, which works. Work hard, show your good part of what you can do here, and work hard for home as well, both. That's what we should be doing. Khayrhaye Cultural Museum took 6 years to build. 3 years now it's in existence, and it will continue, I hope, with the new generations. Kaltoun has done her part, and she's doing much more than we could imagine. Please let's all help her and help the team. That's all I have to say today. Take care of yourself. Thank you.
Our next speaker, Abdirahman Daheeye, will do a Khayrhaye recap for us. Abdirahman Daheeye will present a brief in the year in review, highlighting the museum's key achievements, community partnerships, and cultural milestones from 2025, and offering a glimpse into the vision for the year ahead. Everybody welcome Abdirahman Daheeye, who's also a board member. Let's not leave that part out.
Yeah. So I'll be presenting Khayrhaye's, what we did throughout the years, throughout the year 2025. So I'll just give a little introduction about Khayrhaye, as well as mission and vision, 2025 achievements, what do you call, partnerships and collaboration, as well as we'll show a little highlight video that will highlight everything that I'm saying, but with obviously in video, as well as major milestones and 2026 vision. So if you could go to the next. So Khayrhaye is Canada's first Somali cultural museum incorporated May 5th, 2021. We're located at Rita Hub for now, and it's unit 123. So those of you who already seen it. If you didn't see it, come check us out. Obviously. So, next. Mission and vision. Okay, Khayrhaye's mission is to protect, promote Somali heritage by preserving our artifacts, art, oral traditions, as well as for the future generation. Sorry. Our vision is to become the leading institution dedicated to preserving, celebrating, and teaching Somali culture and history. Next one. So, our 2025 achievements. So in 2025, Khayrhaye continued to grow as a pillar of our community, a guardian of Somali heritage this year. This year, we were blessed with several meaningful accomplishments. We hosted the beautiful Eid al-Adha celebration, bringing families together to share joy, food, community. We created a safe and joyful space for children to play, for everyone to celebrate as one. We also collaborated with Somali Center for Family Services and Jewish Family Services to organize a special Somali seniors gathering. This event created a safe and welcoming environment for our elders to enjoy the museum, learn, reconnect with each other and their culture, as well as share stories while we provided them with food and hospitality. Throughout the year, we opened our doors for public museum tours, inviting the wider community to learn about Somali culture, history, and our rich heritage. Next. So we were also proud to represent our culture at several major community events. One of these was the Heritage Day, held on February 15 at the City Hall, hosted by the Capital Heritage Connection. This annual event brings together organizations committed to preserving the region's heritage. It gave us opportunity to network and with other heritage organizations, and showcase our work and introduce Khayrhaye to many people who had never heard of us before. We were honored to participate and look forward to future years. In addition, we presented our cultural artifacts at the Rito Hub Fab Fest, sharing the beauty of Somali heritage with a wider community. We also took part in Africa Day, hosted at Carleton University's Dominion Chalmers Center, standing proudly among other African organizations to celebrate continent's cultural richness. Each of these achievements brought us closer to our mission of preserving, promoting, celebrating Somali heritage with the community support. We look forward to be doing that even more in the coming years. Next. So, partnerships. In 2025, our partnerships were the backbone of our success. We want to take a moment to express our gratitude to the organizations that believed in us, supported our mission, and helped us continue serving the community. First, we extend our deepest thanks to the City of Ottawa, our largest financial supporter. Through their various grants and programs, we have been able to grow, strengthen our operations, and continue preserving the Somali heritage for future generations. Their support has truly allowed our organization to prosper. We also express a heartfelt appreciation to our second largest financial partner, the Somali Center for Family and Services, who are here with us today at this table. Their continued support financially and through volunteers, through every additional resource that they provide has empowered us to carry our work with confidence and stability. We are deeply grateful for their commitment to our mission. We also want to acknowledge the dedication and financial contributions of Suradwe and Samawada. Your partnerships and encouragements and belief in our missions have made a real difference. We appreciate everything you have done on behalf of Khayrhaye, and we value your ongoing commitment and generosity. To all our partners, thank you for walking this journey with us. Your support is not just financial, it is a shared investment in preserving our culture, uplifting our community, and building a stronger future together. Thank you. Next, community. In 2025, community engagement was the strongest pillar, one of our strongest pillar. Khayrhaye had the privilege of connecting with organizations across Ottawa, whether through offering media support, lending volunteers, and providing assistance, or simply participating or showing our presence at important community events. Each engagement helped strengthen relationships and uplift our community and expand our impact. This year, we proudly took part in several key events, including the Samoa Brunch, Harmony Iftar, building culturally responsive and systems for Black families. Next. Ottawa's next cultural plan, KSIC Hub, and the citywide budget information session for Black and radicalized communities. Through these engagements, we deepen our ties within the community, supported meaningful initiatives, and continue to promote Somali culture and representation in diverse spaces. We are grateful for every opportunity to collaborate, contribute, and stand alongside organizations committed to positive change. Major milestones. In 2025, one of our most significant achievements was the progress we made towards securing a permanent facility for Khayrhaye. We applied for the City of Ottawa's Cultural Major Capital Projects Grant, a program designed to support organizations that are expanding or creating new cultural spaces. This grant process has three major stages: pre-feasibility, feasibility, and established project pros. This year, we successfully completed the first stage, the pre-feasibility study. To accomplish this, the City of Ottawa funded 90% of the project, while we contributed the remaining 10%. We partnered with Nordicity, a consultant firm based in Toronto, to lead the study. Over the course of 6 to 7 months, they conducted extensive research, community focus groups, analysis to evaluate the need for a dedicated Somali cultural facility. At the end of this process, they delivered a comprehensive 62-page report clearly demonstrating the need for a permanent museum and cultural space for Somali community within Ottawa. Completing this stage marks a major milestone for Khayrhaye. It brings us one step closer to building a permanent home where Somali history, culture, and heritage can be preserved, celebrated, and shared for generations to come. So, yeah, we'll just show the video quickly. Yeah.
So, who are we? We are Khayrhaye, a non-profit organization based in Ottawa. Also, we are the first Somali cultural museum here in Canada. Our main objective is to preserve, promote, and celebrate the Somali heritage. We prioritize safeguarding Somali artifacts, art, and oral tradition for future generations. Khayrhaye's vision is to be the leading institution for preservation, celebration, and education of Somali heritage, culture, and history. Throughout the year of 2025, our volunteers have been teaching the Ottawa community about the Somali way of life through food, artifacts, and conversation. A few memorable examples include Heritage Day. We were invited by the Capital Heritage Connection, which we are a member of. The purpose of Heritage Day was to strengthen the capital area's heritage and history communities. This year's theme highlighted the essential work of heritage professionals. Also, we participated in Africa Day at Carleton University, which is an annual event hosted by the Institute of African Studies, bringing together students, faculty, diaspora members, and the public for discussions, culture, and celebration of African unity and contributions. And who can forget about FabFest 2025? We want to thank Incubator 13 for hosting FabFest again at the Rideau Hub. The festival included exhibitions featuring local artists and innovators, interactive workshops, and hands-on activities. It included family-friendly entertainment and live performances. We were very appreciative to showcase the Ottawa community about the Somali culture. Another part this year was our collaborative efforts to support our partners with their events. It's important for us to volunteer our time, finances, and help in any way we can to make their events a success. Over 2025, we have been a success because of the help of our partners. We want to highlight them and the support they have provided us this year. They helped advertise us in their events, provide a space for our booth pop-ups, and supported us financially in our community events. This includes organizations such as Sura Dwe, Samawada, Somali Hope Foundation, and of course the Somali Center for Family Services. This year, we hosted some celebratory events around the Somali culture. This includes our second annual Eid al-Adha celebration, where we provided traditional Somali food, entertainment for the kids, and teaching sessions of our museum. Our main objective throughout the year was our museum tours. We are proud to have accepted all of the museum tour requests that have come in our inbox. A big thank you to our main knowledge keeper, Kaltoun Mussa. She is the backbone of the organization, the one organizing the tours and teaching different groups about the Somali culture. This includes private tours from journalists or with other exhibition collaborators. Also, we hosted a seniors collaboration with the GFS and the Somali Center for Family Services. And our biggest milestone that we are proud of this year would be completing the pre-feasibility study. Partnering with Nordicity, which is a consulting firm based in Toronto, we worked together from February to the end of July, providing a pre-feasibility study to the City of Ottawa. We were awarded with a Cultural Facilities Fund grant from the city, and the purpose of the grant was to create a major capital initiative here in Ottawa. We are one step closer to establishing a permanent facility for the Somali Cultural Museum and for the Somali community in Ottawa. In summary, the year of 2025 has been a success of preserving Somali artifacts, teaching Somali way of life to the next generation, and getting closer to completing our major capital community project. We hope to have your continued support and watch our journey in the new year.
Okay. So, as we look ahead to 2026, Khayrhaye is focused on building a stronger foundation for our community and our heritage. Our top priority is moving into second stage of major cultural projects, bringing us closer to securing a permanent Somali cultural facility here in Ottawa. We also plan to introduce new exhibitions that highlight the different parts of our history and identity, while continuing to offer museum tours that welcome schools, families, community groups into our space. And finally, we will expand our collaborative Somali cultural events, working with partners to create programs that celebrate and uplift our culture. 2026 will be a year of growth, progress, deeper community impact, and we look forward to taking these next steps together. Thank you.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. You know, I've been here in Canada for like over 35 years, but I'm not that old. And I never thought I would see an event like this in my life. So to see our Black communities, our Somali communities represented entirely in an entire event where Samantha and Amanda and Jessica are not the lead presenters, it just makes my whole life. So that's just a personal note that I have to share with you guys, because I'm one of the pioneers, and this land was promised to us 3,000 years ago. And I'm just joking. I have Instagram. Look at how they're shocked, the young people. Anyways, so we're doing more raffles. You guys ready? Bring out your blue. Look how quick they are. MashaAllah. And I mixed it. I had help with a young person because she thought that it wasn't fair last time. That was a little biased. Ready? I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. So get your tickets out. 993182. You were close, both of you? The girl in the burgundy dress. Someone told me I'll ask like a little boy, but I don't believe them. I just have a raspy voice. Thank you. You get to pick. Don't tell anybody what they are. Just read it yourself. MashaAllah. Good choice. Haida, you don't want to get evil eye. Okay, you guys ready for the next raffle? 993200. 2 zeros. Nobody? Going once? 2 zeros. Okay, let's go it again. 993200. That's Somali alalas, which means you're very excited.
There you go.
MashaAllah. So you get to pick out of these 3.
Oh, okay.
You read what they are and you pick.
I'll do this.
MashaAllah.
Thank
Good
you
choice.
so much.
Hide it from the Bible. You don't want to get evil eye. MashaAllah. You're welcome. Congratulations. And thank you for your wonderful dancing, you guys. Give them a round of applause, MashaAllah. And if they want to share with you, say no. No is a complete sentence. Okay, next one. You guys ready? 993205. Nasra, I'm so proud of you. I didn't think you'd get it. So everybody got a ticket except me? I thought you weren't going to get a ticket. I'm just doing, I'm being petty. No, only one. You're the one giving Somalis a bad name. I'm just joking. Okay, one more, okay? Okay, fine, I'll mix it. Sorry to whoever that one. 993179. Don't cry. Who is it? And you know what? I was so happy that somebody with a car gets this. Because if a little kid won, I would have been sad. So you guys will eat very soon. We are at our, is there any speaker I forgot about? Because I know we changed the order. Let's just do a quick, we did Omar, right? Walhad, we did Abdirahman, we did Rawlson King, we did our amazing Dhaanto group. I think it's the dinner, but just let's do closing remarks so you guys can eat, okay? And that's me, Mia, okay, that's me. I know that lady. So, Hersey, you ready? Closing remarks. Good? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the close of this beautiful event, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you. First, a special thank you to our wonderful speakers tonight. Your words uplifted us, reminded us of the strength in our heritage, and inspired us to continue building spaces where Somali culture can be celebrated, preserved, and shared with pride. We are truly grateful for your insight, your passion, and your presence. To our generous donors and local business sponsors, thank you. This event and the work of our Somali Cultural Center and Museum would not be possible without your support, your contribution. I don't know if she's still here, but her name is Idil. She's the lady who handmade the sambusas. If you want her contact, Habib Kaltoun or myself, we have them. She wanted me to tell you that she doesn't have a business card, she's just starting out, so let's support local, like you guys already do. Your contributions allowed us to showcase our history, invest in the community programming, and create opportunities for future generations to come. Today, we're going to share food, and we shared food, laughter, memories, and incredible conversations. We honored our elders, uplifted our youth, and celebrated the beauty of Somali culture with our fellow Canadians, newcomers, and longtime residents alike. These moments remind us of the power of unity, understanding, and cultural pride. As we leave here this evening, let us carry with us the spirit of this Khayrhaye Cultural Center, the spirit of our connection, celebration, and community. May it inspire us to continue supporting one another and ensuring our culture thrives for generations to come. Again, Mahad Senid to each and every one of you. Thank you for making this evening so meaningful. Habib Kaltoun, I'm not leaving till you do some closing remarks. Kale Habib.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام.
waxaan aad iyo aad ugu faraxsanahay alxamdulillaah rabbil caalamiin inuu ilaahay halkan caawi nagu kulmiyey ood ka soo qayb gasheen Khayrhaye sanad guuradiisii labaad aadna waan idinku mahadnaqayaa ilaahayna miisaanka xasanaadka idin saaro jazaa allah khayr alxamdulillaah rabbil caalamiin.
Again, everyone, thank you for making this evening so meaningful. Aros lagamana raga, lugomana raga, but this is not a wedding. So, event lagamana raga, lugomana raga, but go, your dinner is open. Please enjoy the food, and thank you for being a wonderful audience. Jazakallahu khair. Wad mahadsantihin.
Asidan dabka dhaqan wuu lahayn